Our next presenter is Magda Garbowski. She's a third-year PhD student in the graduate degree program in ecology, and she knew she wanted to study restoration ecology after spending a summer hiking 6 miles a day through thistles and weeds to water tiny cottonwood seedlings that she had planted along a damaged riverbank. 6 years later, 17 of the 50 trees that she planted are still thriving. Yay. Just warms my heart. The title of her presentation today is, Do Differences Make All the Difference?
I think I'll sit over here. All right. Humans benefit from healthy and intact ecosystems in countless ways. We graze livestock on productive rangelands, depend on insects to pollinate our crops, and recreate in beautiful landscapes. The plant diversity within these healthy ecosystems is a result of the genetic diversity that codes for specific traits or differences among as well as within the species present. For example, within a single grass species, individuals of the same species from arid areas may have thick above-ground leaf tissues, lots of roots, and be slow growing, pretty much a suite of characteristics that allows them to successfully withstand drought. In contrast, individuals of that very same species from wet areas may have less roots, faster growing tissues, and thinner leaves, but they might be better able to bounce back after being grazed. This within species diversity buffers populations against a variety of environmental stressors by allowing the most suited individuals to survive and reproduce. Unfortunately, unsustainable activities such as overgrazing, resource extraction, and intensive agriculture have left nearly 75% of our world's ecosystems degraded and 3 billion people that depend on them immediately vulnerable. Luckily, there is something we can do. The nascent science of restoration ecology aims to develop the technologies and tools needed to restore damaged ecosystems back to health. In the Western United States, most restoration projects are based on introducing seeds into damaged lands and pretty much hoping for the best. 90% of such revegetation projects fail. One reason for these low success rates may be that in our attempts to reintroduce diversity, we fail to harness it. Many restoration practitioners consider individuals of the same species as more or less identical and use the same variety of seeds in projects in hot and arid Arizona and cool and wet Montana. However, my research has shown a huge amount of trait and genetic variability within species commonly used for restoration. I've identified unique responses of individuals from different varieties to environmental stressors of drought, extreme heat, and grazing. I'm currently trying to understand the consequences of these differences by comparing the performance and survival of multi-variety seed mixes to the commonly used single variety seed mix. In this way, I hope to see whether restoration practitioners can improve their success rates by simply increasing the genetic and trait variability of the seeds they use in their restoration projects. Could it be that the key to restoring function and diversity back to our ecosystems lies within the species themselves? What I want to know is, do differences make all the difference?